The fate of King's Landing has been leaked, so, spoilers for Season 8. Watchers on the Wall has some of the biggest scoops for Season 8, and seriously, if you want exclusive news and photos and bits of information, go to their site, like right now. I'll put the link in the video description down below. They are absolutely fantastic. But their latest exclusive got me so excited, I needed to make a video about it right now to talk to you guys and then hear what you think about this new information. Alright, so apparently one reason why they're building this absolutely massive set is for the streets of King's Landing. Yeah, this whole thing will serve as multiple streets for that city. And you may ask, why don't they just use the cities and locations they have in the past for it? Because King's Landing is going to get absolutely wrecked by Dragonfire. Now here's where the fun speculation comes in. Why is it being burned down? Does the Night King of Viserion visit King's Landing for some fun barbecue time? They were fire testing this set earlier, so I think some fun times are gonna go down at King's Landing. It would be fantastic if the Night King had some of his White Walker buddies and their whites occupy the north while he cruises down to King's Landing where a boatload of people live and recruits tons more for his army. And by recruit, I mean burn them alive with his new undead dragon friend and then res them as slaves to his every dark whim. Even better, what if he hits populated locations further south so he can then have them spread out and just go to town on Westeros? Imagine the chaos of his army spreading out from King's Landing. Then Jon and friends have to put out fires all over Westeros. Which do they focus on first? How can they stop an enemy who is all over and only continues to grow in numbers? Which, let's talk about the north. Apparently there's a new siege weapon outside of the Winterfell set that isn't the siege weapon I've been talking about for the past couple weeks, according to Watchers on the Wall. They've also made a moat around Winterfell. I mentioned earlier that Winterfell has permanent instead of CGI battlements for this season, so we know some crazy stuff is going down in this location. Now I really want to know if the whites can build siege weapons or if the northerners are going to use it to attack them. I really want the whites to be using it. There's just something comical about these undead assholes building, pushing around, and then using these siege weapons. Which again, I think it would be amazing if they hit multiple places. Splitting up seems logical and a great way to increase their army and chances of winning. Which could mean Dany has to separate from Jon to go after the Night King and put down her child. Maybe this is where we get Jon on one dragon defending Winterfell while Dany goes after the Night King. Or maybe reverse that, Dany defends Winterfell while Jon goes after the Night King. How absolutely awesome would it be to see two dragons fighting over King's Landing? Way fucking awesome. There's also the possibility that the burning of King's Landing can happen after they win against the whites and Cersei backstabs them. Dany, in a rage, takes the only thing she has left. Though that seems a bit cruel. Though, in fairness, Dany has wanted to burn down that place before. So what are your thoughts? Do you think it's more likely that it's the Night King and Viserion burning down King's Landing, or it's Dany with her dragons getting a little revenge on Cersei? Also, how excited would you be if we got the whites building and using siege engines? The only answer to that question is so fucking excited.